I'll buy a game because I gotta have one. But
I'll say this too: now that we've had our 3DSs, I guess
3DSi, no, that's going to be the next revision. Right?
Yeah, for a couple of weeks now. I mean, I kind of regret. I just literally before I walked in here, just got my Amazon pre-order in the mail, and I didn't even open it. I'm like, what am I going to do with this now? I mean, I honestly kind of regret buying
opening
it
your Christmas present beforehand,
Gotta
and playing with it.
Unlock your AR games, dude. Get
I
the
mean,
3D function.
I want to set it up so we can all do Street Pass around here and blah blah blah. But at the same time, I'm like, did I really need to spend the money on this now? And then if in 8 months they're like, oh, here's the version that has a 20-hour battery, I'm gonna be pretty pissed off.
Well, you can change the battery though. That's the nice thing.
And I guess
you
Nyko
can?
already,
Yeah.
Nyko already
Oh, that's
released some
good.
app or some device to extend it.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, no, it's just interesting. It was an interesting launch. Like, I mean, looking back
Lots
at the
of games. That's the crazy part. How many games there are?
Like
But
13 or 15,
15,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
how
but
many of them are
everyone
just
wants to have that
ports?
action,
Like, I mean,
Rayman 2.
yeah, I mean that game is how
Bust a
old?
Move is
Yeah.
not good.
I mean,
Yeah,
The
well, how do
first
you
party
put
games
Bust
lack-
a Move with no multiplayer?
lack content.
You can get
it's
multiplayer
Bust a
on your
Move.
iPhone.
You should be able to download it.
The
for
iPhone
$5.
version, the iPhone version for $4 is like, or $5 is like more robust than.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I
Another
feel
thing
a
that
little
probably
bad for
hurt
them.
it is that the eShop is not available at launch. I mean,
Yeah.
even if you didn't have these games, they advertise like you get Link's
Robust.
Awakening DX and Super Mario Land. You can't even get that at launch. Like the Wii
Internet
had
browser
that.
isn't ready.
I mean,
But,
They
but it's a
a
much more. It's funny that it is like with the kind of operating system. It's the more robust operating system it kind of has now. It like when you set it up, it right away it's like, yo, let's set up the internet, man. And you're like,
yeah,
yeah,
of
let's do
course.
it. And then it's like, what am I?
But you can't do anything with it.
Yeah, the user experience is pretty good on that thing though. Like it marches you through things pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah, the hardware is freaking awesome. I don't
Yeah.
think there's any doubt about it. I'm really impressed with just about every facet of it, but there's just nothing to do with it once you burn out on AR games and face raiders.
I mean, it's like I was looking at like the PS3 and the Xbox 360 launch, and the PS3 was kind of buttressed that it had all these cross-platform things that were able to help it, and the Xbox actually, I remember people gave it a lot of shit, and some of those games maybe weren't as a little rose tinted, but it was a good enough launch where you like, especially if you had like an HD TV, you could pop in Cameo or what was it, Call of Duty 2 or something like that, or
No, there were good games at
even
launch.
Condemned. I mean,
Yeah.
hell, even King Kong may not be a game you want to own, but it was kind of fun to go through it.
Yeah, I mean, it was also the tech, kind of like the 3DS. The tech at that point was a pretty strong measure above what we were used to at that point. So even crappy games, you kind of enjoyed them for a little bit just to sort of bask in the visual splendor, so to speak.
And then, in the end, it kind of comes back to like Street Fighter being this kind of weird game where it's technically impressive and it works pretty well on the hardware, but do you really need it again if you already have it, on your console, which a lot of the fans do? I mean, do you
Right.
really want to play a fighter? I know you said the internet's really robust, so you do have that multiplayer
Robust.
aspect, but
6 times.
we're gonna have a
Keep it
counter.
up. Keep it
Well, I
up.
mean, the argument is like, how much is this